He actually started performing head rogations for her, or ibori, with one of her taboos or ewos, and that was igbing, or the snail. Right. So what he would do is he would do her head rogation, and then at the last minute he would throw a snail in there. Now this was very bad because it actually caused her to become mentally and emotionally unstable to the point where she felt very cloudy, very distracted, like she couldn't really focus on anything, like she was really suffering. So one day she was walking by, and Orumila, who was Ireta in Telu as well, ironically, saw her and said, "What's wrong with you?" She said, "I really don't know. I have a perpetual migraine. You know, my husband does head rogations to me every month, but I just don't feel like they're working. But, you know, he's my Bahalao." So he was like, "Well, maybe you'd want a second opinion, you know, maybe it has nothing to do with him. Let's just read you and kind of see what's going on." She's like, "Yeah, I'd love that." So when they read her, she comes with Irete Obe, or Irete Ntelu, and Orumila looks at her and says, "Hey, I hate to say this to you, but your husband's the one causing all of your misfortune." And she said, "I can't believe it." And he said, "Well, how about this? You have a head rogation with him coming up. Why don't you let me hide in the trees and watch what he does? And let's just make sure that he's doing it correctly. It might not be anything malicious, right?" Orumila constantly giving the benefit of the doubt. So Orumila was in the nearby garden, grove, whatever, and he was watching Eshu rogate his wife's head, and everything was going fine until the last moment when he's about to put the cloth on. He was about to drop another snail in there, and then Orumila hopped out and said, "Eshu, what are you doing? You know that's one of her taboos." And Eshu said, "Oh my God, you're spying on me. How dare you?" And Ochung jumped up and saw the snail in his hand and said, "How could you do this to me? You know that could kill me." And he said, "Oh, I know you're with somebody else. Look, you're with him." And she said, "No, I went for a second opinion to see what was going on with me because you really don't study Ifa as well as you should have. So I thought you were malpracticing me. But now I know that you were actually trying to maintain me in a spiritually enslaved way or manner." And Ashu ran away and never came back.